Hey everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. Today I have a really simple easel calendar project for you. I have to tell you that one of my team members gave me one of these last November as a gift at our on-stage event. It's a Stampin' UP event that they put on. And when we all get together, we tend to like to give each other goodies. So she gave me one of these and I decided to remake it. So I'm using the Garden and Bloom stamp set with the rose red ink. And I'm going to use just the sentiment from this set, actually. I'm not even using anything else in it. But it had a sentiment that I really liked, and so I'm going to use that one. And then I'm using Berry Burst cardstock, and I'm going to start with a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 11. And I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 inches, and then again at 5 1/2 inches. Now, after I score this, I can just set this piece aside until all my other pieces are ready. So you're going to need another piece of the same color cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that will be serving as your front flap. So when you fold this, you're going to fold it in half, and then the spot where you scored at 2 3/4, you're going to fold back against itself. So now you've got kind of like this front flap piece, and that's what you're going to attach your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of cardstock to, this guy right here. So I chose to use tear and tape adhesive for this because I don't want my easel to fall apart. The worst thing I could think of for this would be if somebody went to use it and the front fell off of it, or the calendar, you know, something crazy happened. So there was another Stampin' UP demonstrator who had ordered a whole bunch of 2018 calendars, the little bitty calendar that I'm using for this project. And she sent out a message and said, I've got hundreds of these. Does anyone want some? So I bought some from her. So if you are going to want to know where the little calendar is from, I have no idea. And you can probably just find it on the internet. If you just go to Google and do a search, something like a tearaway calendar or something like that, you could probably find them. But I think the problem with these calendars are you have to buy them in huge bulk. I don't think you can just buy 2 or 3. Okay, so you see that I now have attached the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch to that front flap. And now I'm going to open it all up and lay it flat so that I can attach all of my other pieces. So this is a piece of lemon lime twist cardstock. And it is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I'm going to layer it down on the base piece. This is where my post-it notes will go, and then I'm going to put the exact same size piece down on the top piece, which is where the calendar is going to go. So you can see I'm making sure to cover the entire thing here with adhesive on all the edges and then an X in the middle. And that's more heavy-handed than I usually am with adhesive. But again, I really don't want this to fall apart on somebody. So I wanted to make sure everything was well adhered. I've got some Naturally Eclectic Designer Series paper here. And I cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to adhere each piece down. So one piece will go on the front where the calendar is going to go. And one piece will go on the base where the post-it notes are going to go. So for my post-it notes, I went to Staples because I have a Staples near me, and I was kind of roaming around, and gosh, post-it notes are so expensive. I don't know what it is about a post-it note. It's a piece of paper with a little sticky on it, but they are pricey. So I was trying to find like a knockoff brand or something like that, and I happened to stumble across a sale for an 18 pack of Post-its for $15. So I ended up paying less than $1 a piece for the Post-it notes. So that was cool. And I needed a lot of them because I made these for my top 10 team members in sales for the month of December. So in the month of December, the top 10 people that sold the most Stampin' UP product received this and some embellishments from me. And so I made a bunch of these up and added the Post-it note holder and the whole thing. So I think that they enjoyed it. And then you see here, I decided I went to just do adhesive, and then I thought, you know what? I better use tear and tape because my calendar is going to be connected to this. And I'd really hate for this piece to fall off the front of the easel and my calendar go crashing off. So I went ahead and did this so that I could put the easel, or I mean, the calendar on here. So you might have noticed I have a few scratches on my arm. It kind of looks gross to me in the video. You probably didn't even notice until I pointed it out. But it's from my dog. We were roughhousing and she won. She got the best of me. So we like to play, and she was playing with me and being silly, and that's what happened. So I said earlier that this was rose red ink, and I was wrong. It's berry burst. I don't know why I said rose red. But it is berry burst, and I stamped it off the first time the wrong way, so I went ahead and fixed it the second time here. It's the best thing about having the back of a piece of paper is that you get 2 tries. And then I'm just going to use some adhesive and adhere this down on top of where the calendar is. So that little piece that's holding the calendar and the sentiment was cut at 4 by 3. So it's 4 by 3 inches, or it might be 2 3/4. And then we've got our Post-it notes. That's our last step. And again, I'm going to use tear and tape adhesive to put the Post-it notes down on the base because I really want them to stick firmly on there. Now, the thing that you really can't prevent is that if half this pad decides to come off from the other sticky notes, there's really nothing you can do about that. It just is what it is. But I tried to have it so it would be on really well. So what I like to do, first you want to make sure that they're opening the correct direction. And then I kind of just eyeballed where it was going to go and put it down. And then you can see that I gave some extra firm pushing, and then boom, put the top piece up and you have your easel. So that is how it will look when it's all finished. It's very, very cute. And very like usable. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's handy. It's something that you can give somebody that's homemade and handmade and cute, but they also get use out of it. So that is my little goodie. And then I included a package of these enamel stickers for everybody as well. If you're interested in being part of my team, I would love to have you do that. You can purchase the starter kit right now for $99 plus tax. You get to choose $125 in product and choose 2 free stamp sets, and that offer's good through March 31st. You don't have to do any crazy workshops or anything like that. You can simply join, purchase the starter kit, and then purchase at a discount. And that's what we do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see other videos from me, you can click on either one of them that you see here to watch them now. You can click on the little circle that has my face in it to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always appreciate a thumbs up, and I love it when you leave me comments. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.